Welcome to Google Sheets, guys. So here we go. We are going to learn how to, or maybe review, because you should have done some of this in computer apps. I don't know how much you did with actually entering formulas or seeing what the formulas are, but we're going to do some stuff with formulas. And there are some weird tweaks that you have to do because, believe it or not, the people who design Excel at Microsoft or Google Sheets there at Google really don't have it set up to be as user-friendly for science people as you would think. So here we go. So this is similar to the data table that was shown that I was just making up numbers for to see if you could pick out the parts of an experiment. Remember, our independent variable is going to be here on the left. We have our dependent variable as a merge cell at the top, zone of inhibition. We've got our trials. And we have these blank columns out here for our calculations and stats. Whenever you are using a spreadsheet, I don't ever want to see a calculator out. Okay, every cell in a spreadsheet is a calculator if you type an equal sign first. Okay, so I'm going to click in this cell here. I type an equal sign, and it sort of kind of reads it. And it says average. Do you want an average of C4? So C4 over to F4. And actually I do. So I hit enter. And they're like, okay, so you'll see it in parentheses, C4 through F4. I hit enter again. And it's like that. And it's like, oh, by the way, would you like to have this filled all the way down? And 90% of the time the answer is yes. So go ahead and click that box. And I can double check by clicking in the cell. I go up here and look at this bar, and it says I want the average of C6 through F6. So C6, yes. The only thing I could say that would be an issue here is the number of decimals, because none of our data have 2 decimal places. This is showing 3, so I'm going to knock that down 1. This is problematic because you have more precision essentially than you could have in here. So if I do this, it's going to round it to 0.01 or 0.1. You're like, well, that's not really an average. If I go back up, that's fine. You could have that cell do it in scientific notation. Okay. And even then, knock it down 1. So it's 5 times 10 squared. So that still has it's better than it was. Some of you are like, oh, I want to see scientific notation. Keep in mind, you cannot have a lot more. And so these right here, I still need to knock down by 1 decimal. Okay. Standard deviation is also a formula. So I just hit equals and I type ST and look there, DEV. That's what I want. Now, you do want to highlight, because if you ask it just to like make one up, it's going to include the average, and you don't want the average in your standard deviation. You just want your trials. Okay, so I have C4 through F4. I close the parentheses. I hit enter. Would you like it to fill with the same formula? Yes. Okay. Excuse me. We're going to go at least 2 decimal places here because there's going to be some other calculations, but I don't want 9. Whoops. Okay. Standard error is even a more specific. How tight is your data? Standard deviation compares every data point to the average, does the square, does some math with it. Standard error is taking your standard deviation and dividing it by the number of trials. So it's taking into account the number of trials that you might have. In this example here, we have 4 trials for everything. Now, there is no formula for standard error in the background that I found, as a default formula. So you have to actually type this in. Now, we want 2 times the standard error. So I'm going to go 2, give myself the little star, don't put the X, put the little asterisk. I'm going to go parentheses. I want standard deviation divided by square root. So SQRT parentheses, even if you know, like I'm going to do some value or whatever, the number that you're going to square root needs to be in parentheses, not the whole word. Don't put square root, don't put SQRT in parentheses, just the value. Even if it was a cell, you still want just the cell in parentheses. So in this case, I'm going to go 4. I'm going to close that parentheses. So SEM is the standard deviation divided by the square root of the number of trials. I'm going to take 2 times that to get, hopefully, what would be the error bars for 2 times my data, or 2 times my mistake. And so it's asking, would you like this filled in? And I'm going to say yes. I can go back and double check. H5, that's the standard deviation. I'm still dividing it by 4 because all of them have 4. Here I am going to knock down decimals. We'll go to 2 decimal places there. All right, that's all you have to do for how to calculate it. So again, average is a canned formula in there. So is standard deviation. Okay, if you want a group of cells, you put it in parentheses. You can type in what the cells are. Make sure when you're doing your standard deviation, you are not including the cells for average. Same thing with SEM. You notice I'm not doing it over the average, I'm doing it from the standard deviation. Okay, that's what you need to do for that.